We all know walking is fantastic for our health. It's low impact, great for your heart, and a perfect way to stay active, especially as we get older. But what if I told you it's not the best way to improve your balance? That might sound a little backward. After all, you're on your feet, you're moving, you're using your legs. But here's the detail most people miss. While walking is great for endurance, it doesn't specifically challenge the key systems responsible for rock-solid stability. In fact, muscle weakness is considered one of the single biggest risk factors for falls in older adults. And walking alone often isn't enough to combat the natural muscle loss that can speed up as we age. Think of it like this. Walking is like driving on a straight, familiar highway. Your body gets very good at that one simple motion. But what happens when you hit an unexpected patch of uneven ground or have to sidestep something suddenly? That's where true balance comes in, and it requires flexibility, control, and muscle reactions that walking, by its nature, doesn't train effectively. Falls are a major cause of injury in older adults, but the great news is that you can dramatically improve your stability and lower that risk. It just takes the right kind of movements. I see people who walk regularly but still struggle with balance. That's because balance is a complex skill that involves your core, hips, leg muscles, and even your posture, all working together in harmony. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple, no-cost stretches that target the exact areas walking often misses, helping you build that strong, resilient, and dependable balance you need to stay steady and confident on your feet. So before we jump into the first stretch, let's break down exactly why walking isn't the magic bullet for balance many people think it is. When you walk, you're basically performing the same forward-moving action over and over. Your body gets really efficient at it, which is great, but that efficiency comes at a cost. Your body isn't being challenged in different directions. You're not training your muscles to react to a sudden trip, a sidestep, or a shift in your center of gravity. Plain and simple, walking on a flat surface doesn't challenge your balance systems the way specific exercises do. True stability really leans on 3 components that often get neglected. First, flexibility, especially in your hips and thighs. If the muscles on the front of your thighs, your quadriceps, are tight from sitting or just repetitive motion, it can mess with your gait and how you move. The same goes for tight hip muscles, which can pull your pelvis out of whack, shifting your center of gravity and making you feel less stable. Second is posture. A hunched forward posture, which is incredibly common after years of sitting, moves your body's center of gravity forward. When your head and shoulders aren't lined up over your hips and ankles, your body has to work overtime just to stay upright. This makes you less balanced before you even take a step. And third, waking up the right muscles. Good balance requires quick, coordinated firing of smaller stabilizing muscles all around your hips, legs, and ankles. These are the muscles that make tiny adjustments to keep you from toppling over. Walking is good for the big muscles, but it doesn't really zero in on these smaller but crucial stabilizers. The 3 stretches we're about to do are designed to hit these 3 weak points directly. They'll improve your flexibility, help fix your posture, and wake up those vital stabilizing muscles. Think of it as a tune-up for your body's balance control center. And of course, safety first. For all of these stretches, make sure you have a sturdy chair, a wall, or a countertop right next to you to hold onto for support. The goal is to improve your balance, not to test it to the point of a fall. Always listen to your body and never ever push into pain. First up is the standing quadriceps stretch. This one is a must-do for anyone looking to improve their balance because it perfectly targets an area that walking can make tight. The quadriceps are the big muscles on the front of your thigh. They're essential for everything from standing up out of a chair to climbing stairs. You might be thinking, well, if I use them so much, why do I need to stretch them? That's the thing. Constant use, especially mixed with a lot of sitting, can make these muscles incredibly tight. When your quads are tight, they can tug on your kneecap and even tilt your pelvis forward, which can lead to knee or back discomfort. But for balance, That tightness limits the full range of motion in your hips and knees. This can actually shorten your stride when you walk, making you less efficient and more likely to trip. By loosening these muscles, we give you back that healthy range of motion, which is key for a stable, confident walk. Here's how to do it safely. First, stand right next to a wall or the back of a solid chair. Don't try this freestanding. Hold on to something. Place one hand on your support and stand tall with your feet about hip-width apart. Now shift your weight onto your left leg. Keep a slight, soft bend in that standing knee. You never want to lock it straight. Slowly bend your right knee and bring your right foot up behind you. Reach back with your right hand and gently grab your ankle or the top of your foot. If you can't reach your foot, don't sweat it. That's really common. Just loop a towel or a belt around your foot and hold on to the ends. That modification works just as well. The most important part here is your posture. Stand up straight, shoulders back, core tight. Try to keep your bent knee pointing straight down at the floor, right in line with your other leg. Don't let it swing out to the side or creep forward. You should feel a nice, gentle stretch along the front of your right thigh. You're in charge here. To feel it a bit more, gently pull your foot closer to your body. Hold this for 20 to 30 seconds, and remember to breathe. No holding your breath. After 20 or 30 seconds, slowly release your foot and lower it back to the floor. All right, let's switch sides. Shift your weight to your right leg, keeping that soft bend in the knee. Bend your left knee, bring the foot up, and grab your ankle or use your towel. Do a quick posture check. Are you standing tall? Are your knees lined up? Hold for another 20 to 30 seconds, breathing the whole time. Then gently release. Doing this stretch daily, maybe 2 or 3 times on each leg, will make a huge difference in the flexibility of your legs, and that translates directly to smoother walking and better balance. For our second stretch, we're going to have a seat. This is great because it takes the balance challenge completely out of the equation, so we can focus 100% on improving flexibility in a super important area for stability, your hips and lower back. This is the seated knee-to-chest stretch. So why is a seated stretch so critical for balance when you're on your feet? Because tight hip flexors and a stiff lower back are silent enemies of stability. Your hip muscles are central to keeping your pelvis stable and controlling your body's movements. When they get tight, which happens a lot from sitting, they can tilt your pelvis, mess with your center of gravity, and lead to that nagging lower back pain and general unsteadiness. This stretch gently loosens up your glutes, lower back, and hip joints, all without putting any stress on your body. When this area can move more freely, your whole body moves more efficiently, making it way easier to stay balanced. So here's what you'll do. Start by sitting tall in a firm, sturdy chair. Scoot forward to the edge of the seat, but make sure you still feel stable. Your feet should be flat on the floor, about hip-width apart, and your back should be straight, not slumped over. Imagine a string is gently pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Now, slowly lift your right foot off the floor and bring your right knee up toward your chest. Use your hands to help you out, grabbing either your knee or your shin. Gently pull that knee as close to your chest as you comfortably can. You should feel a really nice, gentle stretch in your lower back and hip. It's so important not to force this. Only pull to the point where it feels like a good stretch, not pain. As you hold it, keep sitting up tall. Try not to round your back or let your shoulders slump forward. Focus on taking slow, deep breaths. This tells your muscles it's okay to relax. Hold the knee here for 20 to 30 seconds. After the hold, slowly and with full control, release your leg and lower your foot back to the floor. Take a beat, and then let's do the other side. Lift your left foot up, bringing that knee toward your chest. Use your hands to gently pull it in. Again, sit tall, relax your shoulders, and breathe deep. Feel that gentle release in your lower back and hip. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and then gently let it go. Try to do this 2 to 3 times on each leg. This is a fantastic stretch to do first thing in the morning to get rid of stiffness, or even a few times throughout the day if you sit a lot. By keeping your hips and lower back mobile, you are directly supporting the very foundation of your balance. Our final stretch is probably the most overlooked one when we talk about balance, but it is incredibly powerful. This is the doorway chest stretch, and it's all about fixing your posture. Believe it or not, balance and posture are deeply connected. When your spine isn't in its best alignment, your body has to work so much harder just to keep you balanced. Think about it. If you're always a bit slumped forward with rounded shoulders, that classic forward head posture, your center of gravity is shifted too far forward. This puts you in a state of constant low-grade imbalance, and it forces muscles in your back and legs to work overtime just to keep you from falling forward. The doorway chest stretch fights this directly. It opens up the tight muscles across your chest and the front of your shoulders. These muscles, your pecs, get short and tight from all the things we do every day, like driving, typing, or looking down at our phones. By stretching them, we allow our shoulders to pull back where they belong, which helps our head and spine line up properly over our hips. This recenters our gravity, improves our posture, and makes staying balanced feel almost effortless. Here's the simple and safe way to do it. Find any standard doorway in your house and stand in the middle of it. Raise your arms out to the side and bend your elbows to 90 degrees like you're making a football goalpost shape. Place your forearms and palms flat against the door frame on each side. Your elbows should be right around shoulder height. Now, just take a small step forward with one foot. Keep your back straight and your chin up. Gently lean your body forward through the doorway until you feel a comfortable stretch across your chest and shoulders. The key here is to move slowly and control the stretch. Don't bounce or force it. This should feel like a pleasant opening, not a painful strain. Hold this gentle stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, and don't forget to breathe deeply. Deep breaths help relax the muscles and make the stretch even more effective. After 20 to 30 seconds, gently step back to release it. You can switch which foot is forward and repeat the stretch. Doing this 2 or 3 times is perfect. This stretch is so powerful because it directly fights the posture that gravity and modern life are constantly pulling us into. By making this a part of your daily routine, you are actively retraining your body to stand taller and be more aligned. One of the best long-term strategies for building unshakable balance. And there you have it. 3 simple, effective stretches that do more for your balance than walking alone by targeting the areas walking misses. Let's do a quick recap. We started with the standing quadriceps stretch, using a chair for support, to improve flexibility in our thighs for a smoother, more stable walk. Next, we did the seated knee-to-chest stretch, a safe way to release tightness in the lower back and hips, which is key for a stable core. And we finished with the doorway chest stretch to open up the chest, fight that forward slump, and realign our posture for a better center of gravity. Now let me be very clear. Walking is and always will be a phenomenal exercise. Please, keep walking. But to get that rock-solid balance and help prevent falls, you need to add the right tools to your toolbox. These stretches target the precise areas, flexibility, posture, and mobility, that walking simply doesn't challenge enough. By working these 3 stretches into your daily routine, you're making a direct investment in your stability, your safety, and your independence. You're training your body to be ready not just for the straight and narrow path, but for any unexpected curveballs life throws your way. If you found this video helpful and you want to learn more ways to stay strong and steady on your feet, be sure to check out the other videos on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell so you never miss a new video designed to help you live a healthier, more active life. Thanks for joining me today. Stay active, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.